What's up guys, Sergio here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be doing something different. This is going to be a voiceover video. I haven't done one of these in a while, so we're just going to see how it goes. I apologize if the audio is a little off. I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things, so it's been a minute, so let's get into it. So today what I am doing is an upper body workout. So this is the first workout of the week. It consists of 6 exercises. The first thing is going to be incline bench press. So starting off with a warm up. Every exercise that I do in this workout is going to be 3 sets. The reps vary kind of depending on what type of exercise it is. So incline bench is kind of like the heavy exercise, if you will, so a little bit heavier weight. So the reps, generally you want those to be a little bit lower because it's also a compound exercise using multiple muscle groups. So trying to keep the weight or the reps somewhere in the 12 rep range, on the high side, maybe even 15. But usually I don't like going heavier than that because, again, with a compound lift, it's a lot more about technique focus. So you don't want to go too heavy because your form will tend to fail when you're relying on multiple muscle groups to do an exercise. So this case is a little bit special because I'm not going incredibly heavy. I'm starting off with just warm up with, the bar and then 95 pounds. And then I want to go up to 135. Trying to make sure that my shoulder is doing good. I've had some issues with my shoulders in the past, so I'm actually staying relatively light for incline press, where I would usually try to, really put on the weight. So it's an exception to the rule, but usually I recommend going a little bit lower in rep range, like maybe 10 to 12 reps on the high end. Here you're going to see me do, let's see, it looks like I did 11 on the first set, 12 on the second, and then I think back to 11 on the third. So not so pretty much right in that range. Like I said, sometimes if I'm feeling pretty good, I'll do an upwards of 14 to 15 reps in a set. But as you can see, I'm really trying to make sure I'm controlling the weight on the way down and making sure that I have good control of it. Like I said, it's 135. I've done heavier in the past, but just really trying to make sure that I have good shoulder strength and good shoulder health. So I've been kind of sticking with the lightweight when it comes to incline bench. So that's going to be the first exercise. Every exercise that you see here is going to be a superset, so that just is going to save time. So I think this is great for people who don't have a whole lot of time. You can knock this out really honestly in 45 minutes, depending on how long you rest. Especially that first exercise, incline bench might take a little bit more out of you, so you're going to want to rest more. But I'm supersetting this with cable lateral raises, and as you can see where the cable is, I actually have it about parallel with the ground, and there's a reason for that, having it like at waist height, rather than on the ground, because you're gonna have actually more time under tension when you have the cable midway there, because as you can see, even when my arm is coming back to the side, I still have tension on that side delt, whereas if it was on the ground, the closer I get to the ground, the less tension you're going to have on your shoulder. You can actually try this, if you go to the gym, you'll notice the difference. You have a lot more time under tension, a lot more force being produced on that muscle if you keep it at waist height. And I just wanted to do a little shot there of me logging all of my exercise, my progress. That's super important. Something that I didn't do for the longest time, but now I can't imagine not, tracking my progress. It's kind of common sense, but a lot of people still don't do it. So I definitely recommend that you are logging all your workouts. So after this superset, we're going to be doing a single cable reverse fly, and we're also going to be doing a using just a seated row, chest supported row, using the row machine. And this is just a great exercise for the rear delt, the single reverse cable fly. I'm just really digging the cables, just doing different things on the cables with the shoulders has been really great. Another thing that's been really humbling is just recording myself, because I really had some form check where I might not show it in this clip here, but my form definitely got better because I would kind of go back and play what I did the exercise that I did and realized my form was off a little bit. So very humbling. So I recommend just recording yourself, not just to post, but just to kind of see as a form check. So that really kind of helped improve my form on some of these exercises from the first set to the third set. So as you can see, I now doing the chest supported row machine. Yeah, this has been really great. I'm using the top handles. I'm trying to hit somewhere in the middle of my back, like middle lats area, but you're still going to get, obviously you're going to be working, your entire back, but that's kind of what I'm trying to target by using those top handles and not the lower ones. Trying to get more of that middle rather than lower lat. So here's just another set incorporated. You can see, I think my form got a little bit better from the first set, just because I tried to slow it down a little bit, really focus on, getting my elbow up as high as possible. So it's not about keeping your arm straight when doing the single reverse cable fly, but it's about bringing that elbow. That elbow is kind of like the end of your arm, if you will. So if you're getting that elbow like at least to parallel, then your rear delts can be fully contracted. Again, I love using that cable because I can go past the starting point to get a really good stretch on my rear delt. So that's why I've been using cables, and that's why I'm going past 0 degrees, if you will, past that starting point to get a good stretch. So now we can see the cable tricep kickback. This is another one that was super humbling for me because I noticed that, like, man, I'm not really extending my elbow as much as I can. So again, I don't think you'll see it here, but I actually realized I need to drop down and humble myself a little bit, and drop the weight down so I can make sure I'm fully extending that elbow, and even slowing things down too, because it's just easy to get into a rhythm, into a groove, and then before you know it, you're blowing through your exercises. So again, that's just the beauty of recording yourself. It's humbling, keeps you honest. So if I didn't say before, this superset is a cable kickback, cable tricep kickback, and then I'm pairing this with a cable curl. I've really been digging the cable kickback. Again, it just gives you a really good stretch on that cable, and it just feels really good. So I've been doing some of these exercises for quite a while. One other piece of advice is that you don't always have to switch up your exercises so frequently. I mean, you can do the same thing for months on end as long as you're still doing some form of progressive overload, which would be, increasing the weight, increasing the volume or the frequency, or even if your form is improving. If it's feeling good and you're not having any aches or pains, then I say, why change? Unless you're getting bored and, then it is affecting, your enjoyment in training, then it would make sense to change the exercises out. But if it's broke, or not if it's broke, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So that's kind of what my philosophy is on that. So this is just a really quick voiceover, just some of my quick thoughts. Let me know what you guys think about this format. I think I'll try it again, and it'll get better. Like I said, I'm a little rusty, so bear with me. The last thing you see here is I do the assault bike. This is like my favorite form of cardio because you can really go all out, like kind of do sprint session, if you will. And basically all I try to do is I try to get up to like 100 calories on the meter there, and I try to do that with under 15 minutes. So I'll do essentially sprints, interval sprints, and then I will go back to like a steady state. And I just kind of do that on and off. So I already did my cardio. This is not that was just, I just wanted to record for video. So I actually did do my session. I just didn't record, 15 minutes of assault bike, but I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like. Here's a little bit of posing. So looking to get back on stage, hopefully, next year, if, my body is ready. Mentally I'm ready, but the older you get, the harder it gets to stay healthy, just little aches and pains here, but Lord willing, we'll be able to get back on stage, and I'll really get back to more regular recording and vlogging and all that fun stuff. So this was just a really quick video. Hopefully you guys liked it. If you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys have not subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.